If it's a $10 job, make sure you're giving it to somebody else instead of you doing that work. We hear that all the time in the real estate industry from coaches and things like that, that don't spend your time doing administrative work and giving that away to somebody else and sourcing that out. I'm gonna have to say I actually disagree with that advice. So often the reason for that advice is they feel like, well, if we're doing that job, we're not doing the money-making activities, and by giving those tasks to somebody else to do those administrative things, and we're in a position where we can actually be doing more or spending more time on those money-making activities. And you know the quote of take the number of hours or what your income is, number of hours in a week, and that you're working, divide by that number, and that's what your hourly worth is. I'm going to say yes and no. So I commend the coaches out there that are giving this advice, but at the same time, I also want to advise you, or my 2 cents on this is making sure that you can scale at the right time, because what happens too often is people take this advice, they move forward, they start spending money in areas that they don't really have the money and don't have the resources to keep things going as long as they need to go, and then they end up going out of business or losing out or spending more money than they had on things that they, quite frankly, they can do themselves. Let's be realistic. We don't spend all day, every day prospecting in those money-making activities. Part of being self-employed, part of being an entrepreneur is you got to do what you got to do. And sometimes that is doing some of those jobs that, yeah, we can give them away, but make sure that it's the right time to actually put that into place. That's my 2 cents. Would love to hear from you. My name is Nestor, and comment down below. Give us a like if you like what you're hearing, or give me a thumbs down if you don't.